Well, welcome everybody. It's the Master Heart family. I'm Dr. Hank, and it is so great to be with all you good souls today. Our spiritual family, and goodness gracious, we love it. It's great to see all of you. We got more people coming in here, and welcome after the first week of the new year. Who has some good news? What miracles have been happening to you in the last week? So who wants to go? Who wants to share some miracles?
Good morning.
Good morning, Ross. Good morning. Good morning. Well, you're all thinking about the miracles that have happened last week, because believe me, every one of you had miracles happen last week.
I can share.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Hey, Ross.
So on Friday, I had lunch with a friend who said he's interested in tarot cards.
Oh,
And that suddenly reminded me of a book I bought a few years ago. It's called Raise Your Vibration.
oh my gosh.
You know, it just shows how I'm always looking, but anyway. So here are angel cards.
Yay.
They're absolutely wonderful.
Oh,
And they've got all the archangels in here.
oh, fantastic.
The name
Fantastic.
of this guy is Kyle Gray. He's Scottish. Anyway.
Okay. And maybe if you want to put that in the notes tab, and people that are interested in that, again, the cards, from my understanding, they're good feeling thoughts. They're from the archangels, and they're good.
Here's Michael.
Oh,
You
yeah.
see that?
Beautiful. Oh, there Michael is. There that guy. There my buddy is. I dressed in blue today because he asked to be invited into the group. And I said,
here, here's Azrael. I'm not going to show you all of them.
Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. Beautiful.
It's purple. It's what you said. Purple.
Purple. Yeah. For sure.
Anyway, so these cards are magical. And the fact that I remembered that I had them,
Yeah.
Only because I had lunch with a friend on Friday. I suddenly remembered, but you have tarot cards. You have a lot of cards. You have angel cards. You can raise your vibration.
Yeah, I love the book, Raise Your Vibration. And thank you, Ross. And yeah, and it just was one step, it was the lunch, and then it was remembering the cards, and then the book. And it's just this next step, and to get us to, we're always being given hints. And remember, our Master Heart family, we're here to really release our hearts now, to open up our hearts. There's nothing for any of us to be guarded about. And we're a family together. We're all connected by heart, really with all of humanity, but we're just more aware of it. And we're also building a foundation of trusting and believing that God brings us all things. And you can use God or whatever word that you want to, but know that there is a force here, a loving force that is out loving you, guiding you, wanting to give you everything that you want. And it's this belief in the unseen yet felt. And to just be thinking about, what were your feelings, your intuition? We want to lead by heart. And that's another thing, we had been talking about is the opportunity. And so for those of you, some of us went through an amazing program called Walk with God. And just today, I just published that book, Walk with God. And so if you're interested in that, whatever, let me know. I'll send out an email on that. But the book literally just got published today on that. But and the reason why I bring that up is that's where you'll understand about angels, like archangels, and you'll understand that there's this loving energy that is here to guide us, support us, and love us to everything that we want. And to be able to really embrace that and to know that. And so those of us, those that have walked before us have asked for 7 primary things and in our lives. And so God answered with what we call archangels. And so Ross, I'm glad you brought that up with archangels, because those are, again, those angels you can call upon, and all the details on how to do that and what they bring, but everyone brings something different to the table, if you will, to your table of life. And so, for example, Archangel Michael, and why I'm wearing blue, is Archangel Michael. He helps us to become the master of manifesting. And you can simply call in his presence, but we have to do the asking, and literally can help you to become the master of manifesting whatever you want in your life. So that's beautiful, Ross. Thank you for sharing that miracle. Other people, other miracles you want to share before we get into a few other fun things? You're going to love this session.
Yes. Dr. Hank, I'd be willing to share.
Okay, great.
As you know, I'm 60. All my life I've had some level of chronic fatigue and challenge of health, and many stressors recently, but meeting Deborah in this company, and then another supplement, working together with these two synergistically, it's given me a sense of hope and encouragement and improvement that has usually, whenever I try something new, I feel good for a day and then I feel 10 times worse. So I'm so hopeful and so grateful. Even in church yesterday, I felt so well, that I was talking to a couple that's extremely depressed, and just wanted to be there for them, and as we're supposed to, within the community, which is hard these days, but it's just certainly came on my heart. Before, I wouldn't feel like the energy to do that, and I'm grateful to see a glimmer of progress, and I don't anticipate just kind of wiping away in 2 days, but just to have a progressive improvement is just a delight to my soul. I'm thankful.
Oh my God, that's beautiful, Ron. And I appreciate you being so authentic and allowing yourself to, and your inner child, to just share on, we all have this inner child, and we actually together did a session about that a few weeks ago. And if you need a copy of that, just let me know. But, our inner child, to find our inner child again, it's within us, and to realize all is well. And just for you to say hope, and to say, I see a little glimmering light, I see a little hope. That's all you really need. And it can be within a couple of days. That, the question I always ask is, do you think God could make you feel good right now? And the answer is yes. And you feel whatever that you could have, whatever, build your business, certain amount of income. And and it's all a matter of us being, aligned there. And one of the things that Ron is doing, or I'll actually ask Ron, are you doing your joy shop in the morning?
I have been to some degree, but I confess with my energy and my scatteredness, and I'm trying to make sure that I do something of it regularly rather than fall together completely. So
yes,
I'm working at it.
Yeah, good. And just continuing to be more focused on that. This is where we become deliberate creators, and we start deliberately creating the life of our dreams. We all have the tendency to look at what's going on in our life and thinking that's reality. In fact, we have beliefs about that. We've been told to face reality, and that we don't have to face reality anymore. What we need to do is create it, and we create it with our thoughts, with being surrounded, like with our group, with being surrounded by asking for to walk with God, asking for good feeling thoughts. And you mentioned health there. And so, and again, just know everybody that, this is for everybody. Like when you hear comments and when we're talking, that this is going to impact you also, that God has a way to get into your heart and soul and help you. And one of the things that Ron shared was about some things he didn't like about his health and kind of scattered and everything. And I would encourage all of us not to talk about whatever's going on right now or whatever our little committee has judged us to be. I want you to free yourself, to get out of this battle and to rise up. And one of there's 3 ways to have good health. And if you just do these 3 things, then you'll have better health, I guarantee you. And the first step is to have better feeling thoughts. And so how do you have better feeling thoughts? Ask. And I would write down ask like really big. We got to start asking, and asking our higher power, God, our archangels, however you feel most comfortable, the universe, whatever, that we need to ask. You have to ask in order to receive. So I ask for better feeling thoughts, and you will be amazed. And all of a sudden, better feeling thoughts will occur. I was speaking with someone last week, and in the morning, I asked to have my heart sing, and I do it every morning. I just love it that I ask, can you please, God, would you please bring me something that makes my heart sing? And God does on a regular basis and often during the day that makes my heart sing. And so I was speaking with someone, and like right now, I'm looking out a window, and I was at that time last week too, and it's over a park. And there aren't the trees aren't very tall. And so right when I was sharing about just start asking for miracles. And so I'd encourage all of us to let's start asking for miracles. I want some miracles to happen in my life. You don't have to get specific. God knows exactly what will make your heart rate, okay? And so I was saying to this person, and so let's start asking for miracles. And right when I say that, 3 beautiful geese about 20 feet away, no higher than 20 feet high, come just floating across. And it just made my heart sing. And I went like, isn't this, no matter how much money you could have never had it timed to where I say miracles and the 3 geese fly by, okay? And God knew, now maybe for you, you say, well, who cares if 3 birds are flying by? For me, God knows that makes my heart sing. And I love that. So step 1 on good health is for asking for good feeling thoughts. The second one is to breathe deeply. And again, in Walk with God, we have a program and we have the book now. And then in Walk with God, it'll share with you about breathing. But basically, like for example, in the Bible, the word breath means spirit. And it's this idea about breathing deeply. And so I want all of us right now to see how easy this all is to connect with God. And I'd ask you, this will just take 1 minute. And in 1 hot minute, that you're going to feel better and you're going to be more connected with God. It's the fastest way to connect with God. So I would invite you to close your eyes and now breathe in 5 seconds deeply. And now breathe out 5 seconds. And just relax. Breathe in. And breathe out. And just say to yourself, at ease. And breathe in. And breathe out. And ask to connect with the divine. And breathe in. And breathe out. And feel the presence of your higher power and all that is with us now. Breathe in. And breathe out. And give thanks for this connection, this oneness with all that is. And last one, breathe in. And breathe out. And send your love now. And receive our love. And be loved who you really are. That's it. 1 minute. 1 minute of bliss. You can open up your eyes, welcome you back into this beautiful world. The miracles await us, my friends. The love awaits us, the guidance, everything that we want. We raise our hope to knowing that there is something there guiding us, loving us, supporting us, and wants to give you everything you want. We just need to close down the committee, that little chattering voice. So that's step 2. So how's everybody feeling? 1 minute, hey, 1 minute, that's all it is, you know. So we have good feeling thoughts for our health. And when I say health, this is for our mental health, our emotional, spiritual health, and our physical health. That all I need is good feeling thoughts. Need to breathe deeply. And then the last one, yeah, 1 beautiful minute indeed. And then the last one is drink lots of water. That's it. And you will be guided then to everything that you want. And we have, for example, we have a technology with scanners that do better than blood. It's just an amazing business, incredible. A lot of us are involved in it. That you know, and in 30 seconds, it brings us more answers on how to have health, how to prevent major diseases. But see, we have to raise up in our vibration, and so this back to Ross on, you know, to raise your vibration. For all of us to raise our vibration, the one real easy way is simply to ask. And another simple way is to breathe. And it's like, that's how easy this is. This doesn't have to get complicated. But it's our committee that takes us off at that little chattering voice, that the judge, the head of the committee is the judge, and it's judging you, and you haven't done a very good job, and it's going to be tough and rough, and you've been this way all your life, and these bad things happened to you when you grew up. And all of that is just the committee. And we don't have to listen to that anymore. To be selfish is to listen to that committee. And so think about that for a moment. Wow. So, you know, we've all been taught don't be selfish. Well, really, the only way we can only think and feel for ourselves. But actually, selfishness is when we start listening to that little committee, and that fear and that worry and that doubt and wondering, and, you know, is it really true? Can it happen? Is it as easy as good feeling thoughts, breathing deeply and drinking water? And the answer is yes, it is. And just allow it in. And so to not be selfish is to raise your vibration, raise your thoughts to what you do want, what you do love. And as you do that, now you're thinking with God and you're no longer selfish, and you will thrive and the whole world will thrive. So hearing that, what did you like best about that?
So, Dr. Hank, it's kind of trivial, but just saying this, we're on the road quite a bit in our motorhome, and where we tow our Jeep, and so we're in between rushing, and all of a sudden those around me start to panic because we lose a pin for this hitch. And so I took a minute, took deep breaths, and I told God, I was like, okay, this pin's got to be around here somewhere. Lord, help me find this pin. All of a sudden, after I took a few deep breaths, looked down on the floor, it was there. And this is like very hard to find, okay, in the fog and everything else.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome.
God found it for me.
Yeah, exactly, Liberty. Yeah, that's the miracle. See, we think a lot of things are missing. Where's my business? Where's my money? Where's my health? Where's the love? Whatever. None of it's missing. It's all right here. It's the pin that is there in the fog. The fog is just our own mind being, if we're only thinking about, oh, wow, I lost this, I don't have enough of that, etc., you're not going to find anything you want because you're looking in the wrong direction. And Liberty, congratulations to you on you decided to look in the right direction. And I guarantee all of us that when you think about this, the lost pin, okay, that if Liberty can find that, all of us can find everything that we want because it's all right here for us. And just to believe that and to be open for that I can't be thinking about what I don't want and expect to get what I want. I have to be thinking about what I want. And I can't be involved in what my committee is saying,
Right.
Because the committee is this drunken monkey.
Well, the choice was to stay away from the panic and the solutions of, oh, we'll go to Home Depot, we'll do this, we'll do that. And I was like, everybody just stop. Let's take a deep breath for a minute and step away from the, like you say, don't let others push your buttons
Yeah.
too, or drag you. That's right. That's exactly right. Thank you.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Love it.
Dr. Hank, I'd like to say, this is a question for you.
Sure. For all that is the divine.
Staying in perfect alignment with God and you. So my most recent thing was that I married the man of my dreams in November.
Yay. Congratulations. Who was your minister that married you?
You were. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing. Oh my gosh. And one of the things that came up for me, which is probably the committee that you talk about, is okay, so now I have everything I want. And it felt uncomfortable.
Yeah. Very good, Teresa. And I just love it. And I'm so happy that you found everything that you want, but actually you'll never have everything that we want. And here's why. See, you got the husband of your dreams. Now there's the next thing, okay? And all you need to do is ask for it, and you want to ask for it, because here's why. If I'm in a place where I believe I have everything that I want, and I have no more desires, we perish. And the reason why we perish is because we are here, we are these amazing creators, and we're here in this life to brush up against the contrast. So in Teresa's example, the past husband, the past man, whatever that is, they all helped to get her to the perfect husband, Stuart. And so she had to have that contrast, and what that contrast does is it births new thoughts and new feelings that literally put the eternity into us. We all have eternal lives, puts the eternity into us and into God and all that is. We're the happening place. We're the leaders that decided we want to come to this earth and experience this world and brush up against the contrast, the bad health, the lack of money, the bad hubby, you know, whatever it is, that it's all blessings bringing us, because instantly when that happens to you, God knows exactly what you do want and goes there in this vibration. And so if you will ask Teresa that, what do I want now? That you'll start being given and loving the answers on, and you know, it might be, wow, I want to, and I know you love helping other people. And so, you know, it might be, how can I, in what new ways can I help new people? Or I know you're a painter. And so what new painting can I do that will inspire the world? Okay. And you will just start, as you ask, you will start getting these beautiful, beautiful thoughts about what you do want. So again, you were so stuck on, man, I want a thriving business and the ideal husband, and you got those, but I promise you, there's all kinds of treasures that awaits you, and you just ask for it. And those treasures, that it's like this: how can I get any better than this? And I would write that down. It's a great question. It's almost a tease to God. God loves it. We all love it, okay? How does it get any better than this? And then you'll see it gets even better. There are ways to expand energy and thought beyond where it's ever been, to create the most magical life. You know, really, people say to me, you know, Dr. Hank, you live in La La Land, and I do. And I'm telling you, everybody wants to live there, that whether you know it or not, that you want to just be able to expand your imagination, to ask for your heart singing, to ask for the next thrilling journey, okay? That, and in fact, it takes me, so before I go there, I just want to ask Teresa, how do you feel about that?
I love it
Yeah,
because I can feel it
that's all you need.
just in you talking about that. It was like, you know, you've taught me the 4 things that have been incredibly life-changing for me. And that is simplify, delegate, eliminate, and communicate. In fact, it's written on my wall, talk about the child within. I write on my walls and now my mirrors. And so,
Awesome.
yeah. And when you talk about that committee, I go back to eliminate.
Yeah.
That why does it feel uncomfortable that all of these blessings have come to you? Why do you need to take a moment to adjust to that?
Yeah.
And that's that committee, and I have to call that word that you gave me, eliminate. And then it opens up this big, wonderful new pot to fill with the things, the new blessings that you're talking about.
Yeah. The heavens are parting, and they are right down. You can feel it. There's the next best thing, the next better. It's just amazing. It just gets better and better. When you're on your lighted path, it'll get better and better. If you're on a dark path, it'll get worse and worse. In fact,
Teresa, could you give those 4 words again, please?
Absolutely, sir. So useful. It is eliminate, simplify.
Here, let me help you. Let me help you. DESC. So write down DESC, an easy way, kind of like desk, if you will. And delegate, eliminate, simplify, and then communicate. So communicate with yourself, others, etc., and what's going on. And so is that good, Teresa?
Yeah, I'm typing it for everybody here.
Yeah, delegate, eliminate, simplify, and communicate. And it's desk. And so just think of desk. Oh yeah, this is what I'm going to do with my time, with my life, with how I do this. And so that's just a perfect entree, and it's really amazing on how God plays with us here, that we have our angels. Your angels are in your rooms right now. Okay, they're in your heart right now. They're loving you, they're guiding you right now. I mean, we're in the midst of creating all that is. This is the happening place. You are so critical to all of humanity. And one of the things I promised you today is that I'd share with you the perfect vibration. And if you will recall, one of the handouts is talking about the wanted and the unwanted. And it's kind of our emotional scale where we are. And at the top of this emotional scale is God, is appreciation, is love, is all kinds of wonderful things like our 7 archangels. Okay, all those that have walked before us. There's never anything to be upset about when someone passes away, transitions back into the non-physical. Their soul made that decision, and you can call upon them and they can help guide you. So call upon your grandparents, or call upon people that were in your industry that are no longer here, and they'll be here with you. Okay, nothing's gone. We're back to this, oh, it's missing. No person is missing. My mother, she transitioned, I don't know, 10 years ago, whatever. I do yoga with her every day. Okay, she's in my cells. This morning, she was in my cell. Because my mother loved yoga, and she helps guide me. And, it's just a beautiful, this is such a magical, magical life. But there are 2 emotions that the perfect vibrational point to be at, there's 2 of them. The first one, and I would really write this down, is to just be so satisfied where you are right now, so content, so in love with where you are right now. You each are amazing. You've lived lives, you've produced children, produced businesses, that you've expanded all that is. It's just incredible. We're all here wanting to help you. You just have to ask. And I know you are now. You're going to ask. But it's this idea about just loving where you are. Okay? None of this about what happened in the past, and none of this what your bank account is, and what's in the garage, and who's in the bed, whatever. Stop all that. You're amazing. You're incredible. You've done things, you've uplifted the world in ways you have no idea. You've expanded the eternity in all of us and everything. So love who you are right now. Be so happy, so content. Content's a beautiful word. And so satisfied where you are. So that's the first vibration, is be in that state, and then be looking forward, be so excited about your bright future. I promise you, your future is bright. Sitting here right now, your future is getting brighter and brighter. You're getting more connected. You're realizing what an amazing, loving person that you are, that can create everything that you want when you walk with God. It's just so fabulous. Doesn't it just feel good to just love this moment and be so excited about our bright futures? And they're here. Just feel them. Feel that it's here, because everything you want is here. all of your prayers have been answered. It's in vibrational form, and all you need to do is meet that vibration. And so what Liberty did, just realize the answer is here. I'm going to breathe deeply. I'm going to relax. I'm going to eliminate. Okay, I'm going to dismiss my committee about, oh, we got to go do this, and I got to do that, and all this work stuff. Stop doing, because otherwise you'll get doo-doo. So we're just going to enjoy, and 99% of everything is your thought, comes from your thought. And then there's inspired action. And when you're inspired to go do it, and you'll love it. And more will come to you. So your thoughts on that, or any other answers and solutions? Yeah, Joey.
Yeah, I'll share something. Last week, that we talked last week in my one-on-one call, and I was talking about it. It seemed like things just aren't coming together and things like that, and you kind of leaned me back into the Joy Shop and into inviting in and everything. And, I decided last week, it came to me, it's like, man, I really want to spend time. I'm up in the mountains of South Carolina now. I love that. And when I get into place of loving that, the next thing, it's like, but I really want to share my time between there and downtown, living in downtown Chattanooga.
Yeah.
I really like the area. I like what they have to do. I feel like there's a love relationship waiting there for me and stuff, and
Awesome.
And out of the last 4 days, I've had 2 people call me out of the blue that want to hire me for my services. That would be more than what I typically do, and training their whole team and everything. Both of them are looking for somebody in Chattanooga. There's no way I could have put that together. I didn't reach out to people that knew me, reached out on my behalf when they talked and got my number and stuff. And I had no idea if these people called me. But the second guy, I go, let me just ask you a question. Where would this be? And he goes, well, it'd be in the Chattanooga area. I go, of course it would.
Oh my God, that's great.
And it seems like that ignites, things like that happen.
Yeah.
When I'm exactly what you said, where I'm loving where I'm at right now. I'm grateful to be in the mountains. I'm grateful I get to drive 15 minutes down a mountain and see beautiful sights. And when I'm in that place, it opens up to the next things opening up for me and stuff. So yeah, I agree with you fully, Dr. Hank.
Oh, that's just great. And Joey did another thing, is that he had asked for a certain amount of money in January, and this was at the end of December. And that money came like within 2 days to him. And then now we just heard more money, and now your cup overfloweth, Joey.
And absolutely, with gratitude and grace and blessings. Yes.
Yeah, that is fantastic, Joey.
You'll
Thank
be
you so much.
reading. Dr. Hank will be doing the service too. See,
What's that? What was that?
I said you're getting married soon. Do the service.
Oh, getting married soon. Yeah, he's getting married soon. Got it. Yeah, I love that. And Joey, the way that you said that, on that, my love is waiting for me in Chattanooga. That's all you have to know. God will take care of it. On that, your best friend, and I love these 3 things. Your best friend, your soul partner, and your best lover is in Chattanooga now, waiting for you.
I'm surprised I'm not doing this call from my phone as I'm driving to Chattanooga to hurry up and get there.
Yeah, it's as easy as that. And I love the word you use there, Joey, too, is out of the blue. Just expect things from now on to come out of the blue to you. Don't try to figure it out. The how is God's job. Okay, you just figure out what you want and why you want it. And you will see incredible miracles, but you need to get that energy going. And so, a lot of people tell me, come on, Dr. Hank, this doesn't work. I mean, I asked for more money and where's my stuff? Well, did you really? And so, you asked for more money, and then you started thinking about, oh, I don't have enough money, and the filthy rich, and, whatever, all of these resistant thoughts, these committee thoughts that prevent you got in your way from having all the money that you want. There's an abundance of money for all of us, and very easily and quickly can come to us. And if we need to be open to that. And we need to stop closing the doors. And so let's all of us make a commitment that we're going to all together. And let's just close our eyes and just imagine this, that breathe in deeply. And now let's just start walking together hand in hand. Breathe out, just relax, enjoy it. Breathe in. Breathing in the breath of God and just releasing any resistant thought. And now we're together, we're holding hands, and we're walking down the corridor of joy. And the doors now are opening. We're not going to close those doors anymore. We're opening. The door of abundance is opening. The door of laughter, the door of smiles. The door of more business, the door of love, of lovers. All the doors are there for us now. And as we just gleefully skip along down the corridor of joy, feel the love, feel the energy, feel the guidance, just allow yourself to be guided to all of those doors that you want open for you now. So it takes 1 minute. And so you can't just say, I want more money and start thinking about not having enough. That you can't think about, I want more love, and then thinking about, I don't have any love. That whatever you think about, you're going to get. God, thank you. That is just amazing. Just think about how powerful that is. You have the energy that creates worlds backing you, that can create your experience, your life, any way you want it. So you just start thinking about being in that, walking down that corridor of joy, about those doors now swinging wide open for you. Good health. And any time that you think something different and you don't feel good, that's the door we close. That's the door, as Teresa would say, we eliminate. And we just walk down this corridor. You make it all. You are the creator of your life. And all we need to do is to be thinking about the things we want, what we love, the way we want it, being so appreciative of where we are now, and so damn excited about where we're going. That I don't think where I'm at, I think where I'm going. And as I think about where I'm going, God will take me to that place. And so the Liberty had, and what a great name Liberty has, eh? Liberty, yeah, freedom. We all want more freedom. And you're freeing yourself now. You're freeing yourself from the committee. You're freeing your inner child to be able to love and just be more playful, have more fun, enjoy more. The more that you do that, the more of everything that you want will come to you. Come to me as children, and you shall have it all. The heavens shall part. Everything that you desire shall come to you in perfect portions in the perfect time. Amen. Woo. I feel good. Like I knew that I would. Woo. So, who has something you want to channel from the divine? Let's get some answers.
Dr. Hank, I have a new mantra I want to share with everybody, and I'll type it in.
Okay, great.
And this came from my prayer time and meditation time I do in the morning.
Great.
Here it is.
Okay.
Follow me, enjoy, or experience the joy. And sorry, I have to get it out. And I will, and believe that I will do the work.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Kirkland, you were going to.
Yeah, I was just going to say this is so helpful to me because I'm realizing that I need to focus on being satisfied with where I am. And that's going to help me to be more patient and stop trying to do everything myself. 'Cause I'm so
Yeah.
used to trying to figure it, I'm a single mom, got to figure this out, got to figure that out. I need to learn how to let go
Yeah.
and let God. Just let
Yeah.
let things happen. I'm
Yeah.
too tied into trying to figure it out.
Yeah. The how too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's our little committee, and the committee takes you upstream where none of your desires are. And they take you up to, hey, you gotta go work hard, you gotta go get a, job, which is just over broke job, that it tells you all these things. It's just, it's ludicrous. Why the hell would I do that? I'm never gonna get a job. And I'm never gonna work hard. I'm gonna play easy. And so every morning you wake up and you go, hey, I'm going to go play. It changes everything. The one word changes everything. That I'm going to allow God to do the work. The Father does the work. That's what I'm going to do. And Kirtland, what we need there is we need faith. We need to believe. And so I call it Abe. Allow it, believe it, expect it. Yeah, give up. Yeah, that's a nice one. Give up the battle. And what are we giving up? Give up the battle. And what are we giving into? Give into this present moment. Folks, this is magical, this present moment. You're each magical. My heart is saying, okay, that we have angels flying all over us, these loving energies that are gathering up all our goodies. So let's ask them for what we want.
Dr. Hank, Abraham Lincoln is one of my favorite people. And you said, Abe, so allow it, believe it, and
expect it. Yeah.
expect it. Thank you.
Yeah. That's great, Abe. Yeah, Abe Lincoln. I just got a quote recently from him. I'll send you a picture of it, but a good quote of his. But yeah, allow it, believe it, and expect it. Abe it. And that acronym, my angels give us that acronym, so it's easy to remember, just like, hey, I'm gonna desk it, I'm gonna DESC it and delegate, eliminate, simplify, and communicate it,
That one's going to be special to me. So.
Yeah, beautiful. That's beautiful, Ron. Thank you. Yeah, so Kirtland, that's very powerful, and for all of us to give up this battle. Okay, the battle is only between you and that committee, and you don't have to listen to that committee anymore. We're going to give that up, and we're going to walk down the corridor of joy, and we're going to ask for the doors of abundance of everything we want to open for us. And if you'll just do that, then you'll be amazed. I've helped people, thousands of people all over the world, companies, individuals, whatever, and it's that easy. Get out of the way. The only thing in our way is also the committee could be called your ego. Okay. Not, hey, I'm doing it my way and everything. And to be clear, we're not puppets here. We identify what we want. God shows us the way. So we're not a puppet, God telling us is what you need to do. We're the ones that create what we desire through our life experience. And then God, the Father, does the work for us to give it to us. And God wants nothing more than each one of us to have everything that we want. And that you can get it in this all-powerful moment. And to give it up and to give in to this moment, to give in to that there is this power that we can't see, sense, see, feel, touch, smell, hear, but we can feel it. And you go with that intuition.
I think you taking care of yourself first before you have to take care of everybody else, and I think that meditation is important too, especially as
and the world would
do that.
and the world would tell you, Liberty, how selfish you are. Start thinking about other people. Well, the fact is you can't think or feel for other people, but you can for yourself. And I guarantee you, when you get focused on the things you desire, that everyone will start thriving around you. Okay, good luck trying to figure out what the world is, or manipulating the world, or what other people, want or want you to do. They're changing all the time too. And so that's a moving target that you'll never catch up with, and you'll be exhausted. And that's why I help a lot of people in the midlife crisis, is they go, I've just been working hard, doing all this, and I'm miserable. Just let go downstream. All you need to do is stop swimming upstream and just say, you know what, I'm just going to go with the current now. I'm going to go with the flow of God, and it'll all be there for me. Isn't that beautiful?
Can I share what's helped me to remember to breathe? This app called iBreathe.
Okay, great.
It pops up if you could do it every hour, whatever the interval you want to have it remind you. So, because we get caught up in the day. So
yeah, that's awesome. And again, our committee says, would you quit wasting your time breathing? When you were born, the doctor slapped you on the butt and you're off and going. And the fact is that that's not how we breathe. We breathe these deep breaths in and out. And that's the main breathing exercise. There are two others that's in Walk with God. And you'll feel the presence of God doing those three. But just this one, that if all of us will make a commitment to use the Breathe app, and to, on the top of every hour during, for 16 hours or whatever, to really stop and to breathe. In that 1 minute, and it has to be for at least a minute, to get that energy, to get that signal to God, if you will, inside the kingdom within you. And that in that 1 minute, it'll make your life easier, simpler, more fun, happy. You'll feel better. You'll be healthier. Everything comes from that. Why? Because your breath is your spirit. And this is how important it is for you to deeply breathe. So thank you, Ron, for that. Yeah, I love it.
Hey, Dr. Hank.
Yeah. Hey, Deborah.
Hi. I just wanted to share something as I was, writing my notes and looking at my notes from last week, how you had us write our top 3 dreams in 2023.
Yeah.
And that was Monday of last week that we wrote that. So it was a week ago.
Yeah.
And then, yes, one of mine was, we just moved, to Florida from Boston in September, right? So we didn't, we're renting. We didn't know exactly where we wanted to live and what part. And then my husband's committee too. But I wrote that down, and then the next day I'm talking to a mortgage guy, and we went to Tampa yesterday, and back to my alma mater, University of Tampa, and walking around with my daughter.
Yeah.
She got in. She's good. She's excited. But it was just so fun running around there and trying to figure out, this is fun. Let's have fun with this. Where do we want to, live? And I love Tampa. I love being we're near the beach now, but but I've also learned what I don't want. So it's really neat, and just excited.
Well, your dreams,
write it down.
Yeah, fantastic, Deborah. Yeah, your dreams coming true. Deborah's first dream in that story is, hey, I want to move to Florida. Next thing, she's out of Boston, she's in Florida. It's like, whoa, and now, hey, I want a home. And next thing she knows, her husband, even with this committee, has brings up, hey, we should start looking for a house. And then next thing she knows, she's got a mortgage guy calling. It's just one thing after that. You just have to ask. We just have to ask. So thank you, Deborah, and way to have those dreams, and all of us to have our dreams come true. So with that, any last little comment before we do our little sing-along?
Well, Dr. Hank, you asked, did someone want to do a channel? And I was saying, I would like to do your channel. My question, thank you, and my question is that I was asking is, if you want answers and solutions channeled to ask me whatever, and then we'll have all that is channel those answers for you. So it's not a channel like channel 13 or whatever on the dial, but it kind of is. It kind of is. And so is that helpful on the channeling, I would say?
Oh no, I get it. I just was wondering if you could do it.
Oh,
If you
I
would
see.
do it.
I've been doing it the whole time. I have no agenda and that I just flow. And so you've been seeing channeling and at its finest. It's the perfect answers, and see it hit everybody a little bit differently. And believe me, I don't have any of this prepared or written down or looking, oh, that question, what is it? There is no effort in this. When you just channel, it just flows. And so this whole hour has been channeling, and you've been a witness to it. And you have felt the presence of the divine. And every one of you have felt the presence of the divine. And that's how magical this is, that when you get connected, that as we are now connected, we're more powerful, more loving, if you will, than millions of people.
Dr. Hank, how do we channel directly if we wanted to do the channeling too?
Yeah, that's a whole nother session. And so,
Oh.
but I love that. But what's the first thing? Breathe. What's the second one? Ask. So breathe deeply and ask. I would like for the divine to start giving me answers and solutions. And then again, I can do some, for those of you that want to channel, that I can, I teach people, help people to channel, and it's all easy and it's all free and it's right here. You know, everything that we want is here. There's nothing missing. So with that, we're going to do our little sing along, and we've invited our hearts in.
We've invited our hearts in.
Now it's time for our dreams to begin.
Now it's
Time for our dreams to begin.
We love our Master Heart family.
We love our
Family.
As we now walk together so merrily.
As we now walk together
So merrily.
We are now leading with heart.
We are
Now leading with heart.
And this is how to live life smart.
And this is how
Live life smart.
Mr. Hart family.
Sound off.
Mr. Hart family. Sound off for Mr. Hart
Master
family.
Sound off.
Sound
Sandy was leading there. Sound off our Master Heart family.
Yes,
Yes, yes. Oh, I love you all so much. Just fabulous. Just know your week just took off like a rocket. Expect more miracles. Expect the things you want to just flow into your life, and you're going to feel better and smile and be happier than ever. And I love you all.